The forecast wind, well, it hasn't really come in. It's still in the wrong direction.
Well, it's part of our racing. It's part of our reality in windsurfing.
I never hope for the wind to die. I mean, we live off the show we take to the water. And if there's no wind, there's no show.
When an event organizer approaches us, you know, the first thing we check are the meteorological conditions to see if there's wind or not wind. You look at the wind statistics, you know, you do your investigation on it, but there's only so much you can guarantee. This year, I think we've been a little bit unlucky, and obviously we'd like that luck to change.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, it's one heart, one shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, it's one heart, one shot, now the future is yours. Go!
It's day one here in Costa Brava at the Foil World Cup, and the registration is done. And we have a very good forecast for the upcoming days, so there will not be a lack of racing, I guess. Yeah, looking forward.
This is a bit of a tricky wind. I personally don't have much experience with it, but I know it can be really gusty. The shallow parts are your responsibility. I will make an effort not to set the course, the buoys in the shallow bit, but obviously sometimes you have an advantage to maybe take a chance, jibe over the shallow bit. This is your risk to take. For sure, if we have the chance this week, we want to experiment with courses, also with smaller fleet sizes. Keep you guys close to the beach for some good action.
The day before the event, we sailed actually a lot. It was an intense day, relatively strong wind, and actually already in the evening I had some pain in my ankle joint. I've never suffered really serious injuries. Usually I have some minor problems with my joints or sometimes with my back, which is quite common for windsurfers, especially back problems, because we sail with very big sails and it's very static. So especially when we go on the formula gear, we stay in a position for very long and we lock our muscles in that position. And all the injuries I have, be it on the foot or knee or whatever, they come from the back. So yeah, it's an intense sport for the back, I would say.
Okay, first day of the event. The event just started actually, and it's already windy. We're not used to that anymore, but it's good. We went out and windy, like 25 to 35 knots, and it's barely foilable. And people are going out to see if it's possible, and they're flying all over the place.
We're gonna get fucked.
Yeah, I'm on the way, then I know.
So this day was particularly strong. One of the rare, really strong days we see in Costa Brava. This hadn't happened since I think 8 years. And yeah, now we're here with a foil-only event, and it came really strong.
They say 25 to 35. I was pushing to go to do this race, but it's a little bit too much. I think we are totally out of the specs with the gear we register. because everyone has the 8 meter, has the smaller sail, and maybe today you need the 6 or the 5 meter.
And basically it becomes just about being able to hold it down, being able to control it, and being able to finish the race without crashing.
Because we only have 2 boats, and if shit happens, with 2 guys, we just can pick up the guy and not the material, and you know, it's gonna be an expensive day.
No, guys, but we are professional windsurfers. We're not here for holidays.
Yeah, but now Matteo, everybody that went out.
I was crashing.
Yeah, so maybe one. No, it's not fine.
I'm gonna crash. I'm not gonna win.
Some of the riders thought that we should go out in any kind of wind since we're professional.
We should be capable of going in anything, and that's from the conditions that we barely foil and need to pump to get going, and show a real physical aspect of being an athlete. And the extreme conditions where nobody would be comfortable going on a foil, we should be out there racing because we're the best.
Yeah, on one side I agree. We are professional. We can get out. We can do the course, be it 30 knots. But on the other hand, the question is, does it really make sense?
With the feet like this.
No, I cannot race. It's not like I cannot. I'm gonna fall 20 times.
Yeah, so what's your point then?
It's my problem. I'm not good enough.
One of the best foilers.
I'm not good enough.
Yeah, but what's the point now, right now? What's the point you want to do? Everybody went out, suffer and look bad. It was safety issues. You're gonna break your shit. There's no point. They don't have enough boats to rescue people. So at the moment we need to wait a little bit.
Just like it's my idea. I don't see that everybody has to agree with me. I'm just saying my own idea.
But you're trying to say that we should be racing right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever it gets a little bit less, obviously it's going to be gusty and difficult still, but I want to give it a shot. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. All right. So that's the call for now.
Well, let us entertain ourselves with that first race, and then we see. Yes. But I'm thinking, what's better? Be in the first round, get hammered, with it quickly, or be done with it, or be in the second and get the wind and see the guys getting fucked. No, and they're like, oh fuck, I'm next. Be the second, and then they do the first in a lighter winds, and then they have to do the second, and the wind gets like it picks up 15 knots. Brilliant. Nevertheless, it will not be fun. Or maybe it will.
Well, I guess this is something new for all of us. It's, I guess, 40 or over 40 knots. We would be out there with 5/4 slalom sails, but no, we're on 8 meters and the foil. It's insane. It's we managed to do a race, but it was super tricky. To go downwind was one of the scariest moments I ever had on the foil. You see people falling around you everywhere, and you're basically waiting for your own moment to crash. And well, we survived, but it's super hardcore. Especially as we don't have much experience in this, it's really searching the limits of the sport.
I was forced at that point, Mark. I'm like, fuck it. I will try not to fall, and for sure I will pass. But it was fine, but
I cannot believe you guys did that.
Jordi was pushing me too much high, and then okay, let's go for speed. So like, imagine the decision in this wind. Let's go for speed.
I was amazed that they did it. They are so good. I don't think I can make it.
Yeah, it's been sick. The race super fun. I was fighting like I had a best start, and then I was fighting with other guys. I had a good fight with Kuzan in the upwind.
When I passed the first mark, I was okay. Like I went really downwind, like I was really comfortable on the downwind. I don't know how it's possible, but I was really comfortable compared to the guys in front of me. The second lap was super windy. It was really fun. And Antoine came back like a king. He was flying, and he came back really close to me at the finish line. But I managed to stay in front, and it's my first bullet in the World Tour, and super happy with this one.
You need to be strong for windsurfing because there's a lot of forces going on. You know, you're standing on this board, you're carrying around a bigger sail, and the wind is sort of pulling you all these different directions, and you need to hold it together with your body strength. So,
if you do course racing or slalom sailing over a long time and you don't give yourself enough breaks, it's quite likely that you will get some kind of problem with your body.
Oh Mann, wenn du sowas hast, du findest echt keine Position, wo es nicht wehtut.
I had some big problems in my back when I was younger, but I coped with it with the help of an osteopath in Germany. He helped me a lot, and yeah, I kind of handled it with a few minor issues over my career, and now again I had this event here in the Costa Brava. I had some lumbago in the middle part of my back, like chest high.
Heute Morgen tat es schon weh. Dann habe ich aber gedacht, ach, darf man sich nicht so anstellen. Ne? Oh, fuck me. Oh. Ah!
I had a very good physio here on land that helped me directly after the incident. Yeah, she set me up very nicely for the next day with 2 treatments.
Das war mein allererster Gedanke. Nee, mein erster Gedanke war, stell dich nicht so an, fahr das Rennen fertig. Und dann bin ich hochgefahren, also habe ich mal versucht hochzugehen und geschrien.
Oh nein, Scheiße, Nico ist echt vollkommen.
Und dann habe ich gemerkt,
Basti kann nicht mehr gehen.
Ich habe gesagt, okay, ich muss einfach nur schnell an Land und ist dann Maria.
When you get an injury like that and you can't race, it brings your motivation and everything to an absolute standstill, because you've trained super hard for it in winter, and then you come here, something like this happens, and you can't show it. It was all for nothing.
And that can cost you your whole result. And yeah, you can move from 2nd to 20th or 30th if you miss for a whole day.
And yeah, that's pretty hard to take. Injury and then failure to compete is one of the worst things that can happen. I can't sit on the beach when they're racing. It's impossible.
oh, look at Antonio pumping it. R6 style. Yeah.
Antonio! Stop it! Loves it, huh?
You're ruining the sport.
Loving it.
I should keep positive, but it's so hard, man. This will never happen again. I will not fuck up an event like this.